Good morning, Cathedral. I'm Brianna.
And I'm Kyle with your morning announcements for Thursday, April 10th.
If you're between the ages of 15 and 18 and have never participated in the Summer Jobs for Youth Placement before, you can sign up for the YMCA Summer Jobs for Youth seminars being held here at Cathedral. The seminars take place on April 15th, 22nd, and 29th in the chapel between 1 and 3 p.m. Please sign up outside of Mr. Nordoff's office.
And speaking of summer co-op application packages for students enrolled in the Specialist High Skills Major program are due tomorrow by noon. Please drop off completed application packages along with a resume to Ms. Kasemba in the guidance office during periods 4 or 5.
Are you graduating this year? Have you completed and submitted your 40 hours of community service? If not, you have until April 23rd to do so and to be eligible to graduate in June. If you're looking for places to volunteer, please visit the guidance office for more information.
Attention all students who took the grade 12 healthcare course with Ms. Popovic last semester. Please see Ms. Popovic today or tomorrow in room 101, period 1 and 4, or room 335 during period 3 for information regarding a school trip planned for this semester. Today after school there will be a board game club meeting in room 337. All are welcome. Thank you from Mr. LaRocque.
Today is the deadline if you'd like to submit written work or artwork to the Hamilton Spectator Pulse page. Please see either Mrs. Borelli or Miss Sweeney if you have any questions. And speaking of deadlines, any members of the Gale Gazette who did not meet with Mrs. DiGregorio or Mr. Trabucco yesterday are asked to find them today as the deadline for the next issue is coming up.
The first graduation committee meeting will take place today after school in the guidance office. Committee members are asked to be prompt. Thanks from Miss Brotherston. And all STEP Squad members attending the St. Lawrence trip tomorrow are asked to bring their permission forms and receive final instructions from Madame Raposo during period 1 in room 328.
Today after school, the Sewing Club will be meeting in room 216. Bring all of your sewing and knitting projects with you. New members are always welcome. This Saturday, the Glee Club is competing in the Show Choir Canada National Competition in Toronto. This competition is the best Glee clubs and show choirs from across our country. Today, after school at 3:30 in the Forum, the Glee Club would like to invite all staff and students to the free viewing of the performance that they will be doing for the competition. Once again, it is free and the Glee Club would really appreciate your support. Thanks from Mr. LaRue. And now, I'll pass it over to Miranda, who has some student council news.
Hi Gales, I'm happy to announce that we have sold out of our spring formal that is happening tomorrow. Thanks to everyone who purchased tickets. We're looking forward to an awesome night. Remember, the doors open at Renaissance at 6 p.m. and dinner is served promptly at 6:30 p.m. Many of you have submitted the names of who you'd like to sit with at dinner. However, there are still over 60 of you who have not. Fortunately, we can give you till the end of the day to come up with who you'd like to sit with. Tables seat 8 people, so please get a table seating form from the Student Council office and submit it today. If you do not submit your name on a table seating form, we have to randomly place you at a table, and we really don't want to do that. On another note related to Student Council, some changes have been made to the timeline for Student Council elections. This year, all 7 high schools in our board must elect their president by April 25th, which is just over 2 weeks away. That being said, I'm here to announce that beginning Monday, students who meet the criteria for being next Student Council president can be nominated. Nominations will be accepted Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. On Thursday, those approved nominees will meet with the Student Council advisors and administration. After the Easter break, there will be 3 days of campaigning with live speeches and voting taking place on Friday, April 25th. To be eligible to run for Student Council President, a student must have 1 full year in attendance at Cathedral. They must have successful completion of their current school year's credits. They must have 16 credits at the end of the current academic year. They must be in grade 11 or 12, and they cannot be entering their 5th year of high school. They must have and maintain an 80% average throughout the school year. They must have at least 1 year experience on student council or another leadership role such as Gale Guides, team captain, or club leader. They must not enroll in any co-op programs or other day courses outside of Cathedral. They may not play on more than 1 major sports team per season. These details and nomination forms will be posted outside of the Student Council office on Monday. I strongly encourage those who are motivated, hardworking, and determined to make a difference at Cathedral to put their names forward for the position of Student Council President. And I encourage you to make sure you participate in the election on April 25th. All students returning to Cathedral in September are eligible to vote. However, you must be registered and have paid your $40 activity fee. If not, you will not be given a ballot on Election Day. That's it for me today. Now back to the anchors.
Thanks, Miranda. Moving into sports. Mr. Chafe and Mr. Felice are very happy to report that your senior badminton team has done it again this year, securing a first-place finish for the 6th year in a row. Yesterday, our senior Gales participated in an 11-hour continuous tournament. This is a unique year as Cathedral will share the first-place honors with Cardinal Newman. Both teams scored the same amount of overall team points at the end of the tournament. Excellent effort was put forth by all. Matthew Paslant placed 3rd in men's singles. Eric Siu and Peter Nguyen placed 3rd in men's doubles. Estuardo Sanchez placed 2nd in men's singles and is moving on to GHAC. Ira Bugtai and Connie Wong placed 1st in women's doubles and are also moving on to GHAC. The coaches would like to thank all the athletes for their efforts this year. Way to go, Gales. And speaking of badminton, any students interested in signing up for junior badminton should note that there will be a brief meeting after school today in room 321. Trials will begin on Tuesday. Thanks from coaches Bertoya and Chafe.
Any girls interested in trying out for the junior girls soccer team are asked to sign up outside of room 207. Thanks from Miss Holiday. The final tryout for the senior boys soccer team will be today at 4 p.m. at Soccer World.
Weather permitting, there will be a girls' slow-pitch team tryout this Monday right after school on the backfield. Girls, be sure to bring your gloves. Thanks from coaches Jordan and Nordoff. And now I'll pass it over to Mr. Pustai.
Good Thursday morning, Cathedral. Today is an eventful day as we're going to be celebrating the end of the winter sports season with our Winter Sports Assembly. We are on special assembly timetable today. We'll be calling classes down in and around 9:10, and we ask that students come down and sit down with their teachers and their classes. Again, students must be in full uniform and no electronic devices are allowed during the assembly. Again, we're celebrating Cathedral's greatness in the winter sports season as we now open up with the spring sports season. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody there. Also tomorrow we will be hosting our spring prom, which is entitled An Evening with the Stars. So once again, we expect all the participants to shine. And shining means attending the prom drug-free, alcohol-free, weapons-free, and in the right frame of mind. That is, to celebrate Cathedral spirit in its true, genuine sense. Remember, it is a special prom, so students need to be dressed appropriately for the prom. And as you heard, doors will open at 6 for the 6:30 meal. We will have security there in the form of special security and police. And again, searches will take place during the dance. So please make sure that you come with your friends, and if you have a guest, you arrive at the door with your guest. It promises to be a wonderful extravaganza. I can't wait for tomorrow evening. And now back to the desk. Just one small change. We're off to Mrs. Cannon.
Good morning, Cathedral. Thank you, Mr. Pustai, and I just want to lend my voice to what an exciting week already it's been and leading up to it. Thank you so much to Student Council, the advisors, and of course our Student Council President, Miranda Daly, the incredible planning going on for tomorrow's spring formal. We're looking so much forward to a wonderful, wonderful evening and the work leading up to our first ever election for the President of Student Council for next year, because as you heard, the rest of the elections will follow after that. And I can't say enough about the Glee Club. Mr. LaRue and all the members of the Glee Club, they have been practicing every single night after school and for long periods of time. Last night they had their dress rehearsal and it's just fantastic. So we're hoping to see as many of you as possible today in the forum to take a peek look at what they're going to be presenting Saturday at the competition, the big competition in Toronto. And I just want to have a couple of words here. We have two of our teacher coaches with us. We have Mr. Felice and Mr. Chafe, and they're just going to give you just a little bit of a summary of the fantastic showing that we had yesterday in the badminton tournament. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have all the members on here in the studio, but for this morning, just a recap of the fantastic tournament and the showing from our badminton players. And thank you so very, very much also to our coaches, Mr. Chafe and Mr. Felice.
Thank you, and good morning, Cathedral. Yes, it's a historic 6th year in a row that your Cathedral Gales senior team managed to clinch a first-place finish. This is a unique year in that we are sharing this year's first-place finish with Cardinal Newman, who after the tournament play scored the same number of points. But it's still a 6th straight victory for Cathedral. Wonderful badminton season on behalf of Mr. Chafe and myself. We have a strong group of kids who are very dedicated to their practices and winning. It was a nail-biter on some of our matches yesterday. We pushed through a couple teams to the final matches. We have a first-place finish with our girls' doubles, who dominated their event throughout the day. We had Desrado Sanchez come back from last year as a singles player to do an awesome showing. He had a tough match his very last one and was able to get second. Matthew Passalant, first year a senior player, came out very strong. Another nail-biter, ended up getting third and scoring points for us. And Eric Sui and Peter Nguyen, our two returning vets, had some tough matches, but came up and got us a third-place finish to get us some more points. So we had an awesome season. The dedication was there, and they worked very hard to put this historic victory behind us. Mr. Chafe?
I just wanted to say big congratulations on behalf of myself and Mr. Felice for an amazing season. The dedication displayed by our team throughout the entire season was phenomenal. And I know that we mentioned the top place finishers of our team. It goes without saying that there was some strong showings of the other teams that we had. Michael Felenchek, he ended up getting knocked out by the first place finisher from Newman and ended up getting 18 points off of that player in his match. So unfortunately, he didn't, as a result of playing that first place finisher earlier on, didn't make it to the top 4, but had an amazing tournament as a first year player on our team. So thanks on behalf of our both coaches.
Looking forward to another strong year.
And looking forward to GHAC for the upcoming players. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chafe and Mr. Felice, and once again, congratulations and a big thank you to all our athletes there in the badminton tournament yesterday. Good luck in GHAC. And just before I send you back to the anchors, looking forward to a great assembly today. We're going to cheer on with closing up the winter sports. And if you see Mr. Pustai in the halls or in his office, do wish him a happy birthday. It's Mr. Pustai's birthday. So have a great day. Back to the anchors.
Thanks, Miss. And those are all of your announcements for today, Cathedral.
Today's special timetable will be posted on the scrolling announcements and our Facebook and Twitter pages.
Happy birthday goes out to Mzati Lola from all your friends. Have a great day, Gales, and thanks for watching.